Welcome back, 9 to noon. Final hour. If you missed it during the opening segment, PA after, now it's 8 in a row after every game, he does drive-by chats in the locker room with Vikings players. So following that victory yesterday in Seattle, PA caught up with a bunch of guys, starting with right guard Dalton Reisner, and he kicked it off like, hey, how do you guys stay so strong, stand so tall, and get out with victories in these one-score games?
We find a way to win, man. That's a hostile environment. We have the ball. We're down 4 points. A field goal doesn't even do it. We got to get 7. Guys like Justin Jefferson, Sam Darnold, our offensive line. Everyone steps up. Really, all 11 step up. It's truly incredible, PA. I've been a part of a lot of football teams. It's pretty unreal.
And for Dalton, the right guard, I mean, Leonard Williams, Jonathan Hankins, Roy Robertson Harris. I mean, those are some big, strong men you guys went against today.
Very good football players, man. You got Murphy, the rookie. You got Jaron Reed, number 90, who's been here a long time. I mean, there's some great football players out there, and really proud of the way the offensive line played. We haven't watched the film yet, but heck yeah, bro.
Last one, Dalton.
2, baby.
Yeah, for sure. 8 wins in a row. And for Kevin O'Connell, he's the first coach in the history of the Minnesota Vikings to win at least 13 games 2 times. What are some traits that really lead you to enjoying playing for Kevin?
He finds the right guys. He fills the locker room full of the right cats. He leads the locker room the right way. He doesn't lead it one way and then he's not a different person. Kevin O'Connell's a great leader. He's a great football coach. He knows how to piece together a room. He pieced together this team. Him and the upstairs guys, they pieced this thing together with the right guys. I've been different places, and I don't know. I don't think that everywhere pieces together the right cats, but they did that here. Great coach.
Last one here, my brother. In winning that one-score game, now you guys got Green Bay next game, but how flabbergasted were you? There actually was a face mask that was picked up on Sam Darnold. Crazy, right?
Yeah, unbelievable, man. After L.A., I think we were owed that one. Hopefully they watched that game and then gave us one, but, man, huge plays. There's so many different plays down the stretch, offensively and defensively and special teams, but we found a way. 13-2, God is good.
You're terrific. God is great. Thank you, Dalton.
Love you, peace.
I love you too. Dalton Reisner, right guard for the Minnesota Vikings, as the drive-bys are underway. And let's walk through here, and let's come on over here real quick. All right. How you doing, Justin? Good to see you, man. Couple of touchdowns, 144. Is it possible, because like calling the game, it's to the right of us, that second touchdown. We saw the replay. I mean, it was a spectacular catch, great throw by Sam. But like, how do you do that? I mean, like, how do you bring that thing in the way you did?
Just working on my hand-eye coordination for as long as I can remember. So just working on those late hands, working on just tracking the ball. And, last week, I had that drop that was for a touchdown. So I definitely wanted to, bounce back from that one.
Justin, by the way, when he had his 5th reception today, he moved into 5th place all time in the history of Vikings football, passing Anthony Carter. So shout out to that. Now, Kevin O'Connell is 25-9 in one-score games. I mean, he hasn't even finished his 3rd year as head coach. That's already top 3 in the history of the NFL. What are some traits with Kevin, specifically him and like the offensive coaches, in these one-score games that makes you guys so good?
I can really just say that, them just teaching us how to be good in those situational, periods. Just being down a score or being up a score, just trying to run out the clock. Just different ways that they, teach us and really coach us to be professionals at the end of the day. So it's just all about going out there and giving the ball to your playmakers and letting them work and let everything else fall in place.
Last one for the moneymaker, Justin Jefferson, 144, a couple of touchdowns. It was chippy. I mean, it was physical. You got a rare 15 for unsportsmanlike after a touchdown. It looked to me from afar like Devin Witherspoon may have said something to you didn't like.
I mean, it is definitely, a chippy game. It was just the environment, just that playoff atmosphere. Of course, being in their home stadium, they have some fans. They have fans that are very good supporters, and it was very loud and everything in there. So just the whole environment and just the way the game turned out, it was definitely a playoff game.
13-2, man. You've won 8 consecutive. That's fantastic. You got 2 to go. God bless you. Merry Christmas, Justin. Love you very much, buddy, and thanks for the time.
Appreciate you, guy.
Justin Jefferson, wide receiver for the Minnesota Vikings. Best in the business, went for 144 in the victory over the Seattle Seahawks in a game that indeed was very physical and got a little chippy. Levi Drake Rodriguez playing late in the game. You got the first tackle for loss of your career, my man. How'd you feel out there?
I felt great. Dream come true. Can't wait to grow, get better daily, man, and attack this next week.
Smiley Levi Drake Rodriguez, thank you very much. 27-24, the Minnesota Vikings improved to 13-2 as we continue to negotiate the locker room in search of drive-bys to see what's going on here with hottest team in the National Football League. Eagles lost today. The Detroit Lions found a way to win. Congratulations, Chris O'Hara. Well done. CJ, real quick little drive-by. Personally speaking, been some difficult times for you lately with your grandfather, and you were at a funeral, I believe, Friday. God bless you. And you got out here, joined the team yesterday, jumped right in there today, had your longest pass reception of the season. But 13-2, man, 8 consecutive wins. How is everything personally and professionally with you?
Yeah, obviously we're on a run right now. I mean, guys are playing well. I mean, at many positions, and the things that's going on in my life, it's a part of life, and I'm glad I have a team, coaches and brothers who stand by me and help me through these tough times. But I just love this team, and we just got to keep it rolling.
You're salt of the earth. Last one here with these drive-bys. When it comes to one-score games, your head coach is 25-9. All right, that's already top 3 in the history of the NFL. Kevin, with 13 victories, is the only coach in the 63-year history of the Minnesota Vikings to win 13 games multiple times. What sticks out to you? Because you're a veteran, you've played under several people. What sticks out to you about Kevin and the way he leads?
Yeah, one thing is KO just doesn't panic. He's one of those guys. He's no matter what's happening in the game, he's got a clear mind, and he's able to do his job at a high level. As you can see, in these one-score games, it's part of the NFL. One-score games are nothing to scoff at. They happen more times than not. But to be able to get to the other side of those one-score games and win those games means you have to stay poised under pressure, and you have to make the right decisions, and he's been doing that. So congrats to KO. He's a great coach. Hey,
CJ, God bless you, my man, and an early Merry Christmas to you and your beautiful family. Okay, thanks for the time.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you.
Yeah, for sure. CJ Ham, Aaron Jones. You know who's next. It's you get the money here. It's 24-hour rule, so you can't really start talking about or thinking about who's next, I guess, until tomorrow in the afternoon. But what'd you think of today's game? What were some keys to you with the way you guys won, man? You guys are so clutch.
Just us relying on each other, leaning on each other, leaning on the coaches, knowing that they're going to get us in the best play possible, trusting each other, knowing that, hey, we're going to get it done for each other. We're all going to win our one-on-one and be successful. And we know it's the NFL, and most games come down to a one-score game, but it's those teams who can stick together, not flinch in the face of adversity, and that's one thing that you see on our sideline all season, confidence. Game gets tied up, or we go down by 3-4 points. There's never any flinch, there's never any waiver. It's always confidence on the sideline.
Aaron, I'm not the guy to ask you to be like, hey, who's better and why, Devontae Adams or Justin Jefferson? You played with both. But now, your first season with Justin, you've seen him all of his career. That second touchdown catch today, holy cow, was that great. What astounds you with the way Justin plays when he's not triple teamed?
He's always open. Finds a way, whether... you can't really cover him with one person because they're not going to be able to cover him. But even just that play at the end of the game, that's why he's the best receiver in the game. He's double covered in that. He had a safety over the top and a corner covering him, and Sam threw a beautiful ball. Just epitome of them too, who they are as players. I'm blessed. I told him I'm blessed to be here. You make the game easier for me.
And last one, I promise. Speaking of Sam Darnold, he wins. He's a 13-game winner, along with Peyton Manning and Steve McNair, God rest his soul. One of only 3 in 40 years to win 13 games in their first season with the team. I remember the first conversation I had with you during organized team activities is I've called your games. I had no idea you were that fast, outside of shoulder pads and stuff. But then we talked about Sam and about how he slings it, I think is the way you put it to me. You probably hadn't watched Sam a ton in the Jets Carolina Carolina and the Niners. Either had I. But, man, he really throws a nice football, doesn't he?
Yes, sir. He can hit every blade of grass on the field. It's really been an honor to work with him, learn from him, and with him as well. Sammy F&D. Sammy F&D. He gets the job done, and I think this locker room is his biggest cheerleaders because of all the adversity that he's been through, especially early on in his career. He never let that get to him. He kept his head high. He kept working, and we knew what kind of player we were getting once he was here. So blessed to have him here. Blessed to have him as our leader. And he's going to continue to lead us.
Lastly, I promise. I thought it was really cool at the end of the game. I'm like looking down there going, wow, Aaron's doing a jersey exchange with Roy Robertson Harris. Then I realized he played at UTEP, Texas El Paso. You're from El Paso, and I just know how important that town is to you and the college and everything. That was a cool moment at the end of the game.
Yes, sir. It was very cool. He was like a big brother to me. He was a year older than me. He was really kind of him and we had a tight end that year come out, Eric Thomason, but they were really the first ones in kind of 8 years to make it to the league. They both went undrafted, but they were on an active roster. So he stayed in my ear and just like, hey, you can make it to this level. Just continue to do what you're doing. They'll come find you. Like, you can play. And he just kind of stayed in my ear, gave me that confidence, and got familiar playing against him. He was in Chicago early in his career. But no, it's always nice to go against a familiar face. Even the linebacker Tyrese Knight, he's a rookie. He went to UTEP as well. So me, both of them, and Wes. Wes is a UTEP alum too. So all of us got a picture. I think that's the first time I've ever been on the field with that many Miners. So it was definitely special. We all got to take a picture, and like you said, we got that jersey swap.
You said it was special and a blessing to have Sam Darnold. It is, but it's also special and a blessing to have you on the team. And I want to wish you and your family a Merry Christmas. God bless you, my man, and thanks for everything.
Thank you. That means a lot. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
Merry Christmas. Aaron Jones. He's AJ after a 3-point victory over the Seattle Seahawks. Let's mosey on over to the defensive side of the field and see what's going on, Mr. Gregson, and see what's going on over here because it was a victory today that the Vikings secured and did so without one of their heart and soul type guys playing in Harrison Smith, and he was replaced by Bobby McCain and Theo Jackson, and Theo wrapped up the game with his first interception this season, and that certainly paved the way for a spine-tingling, exciting Minnesota Vikings victory. I went out of body, Andrew, on the second sack, and I think I went like the gank is on fire. I went out of body, man, but you make people go out of body with the way you play. What you think of the win today?
Man, I appreciate that, first off, and just a resilient bunch of guys. Obviously, we gave up the lead there to see the offense be able to come down the field and respond, and Jefferson making that play was a huge play in the game, and it just goes to show that, the toughness, the dependability that we have in one another, and we just keep trusting the coaches, and it puts us in position to make plays. And you see Theo come away with that game-sealing interception. I'm so happy for him and just the guys on this team.
Andrew, last one, and thanks for the time. And this is the stupidest question you're going to get all day. Do you frequently twist from the outside to the inside? Well, you do it quickly. You do everything quickly, but there was a lot of that today with you coming through what would be the A gap, I guess, but the inside. Does that happen a lot?
I don't want to give away too many secrets. We got a lot of different games, different things that we can do, and it's just kind of what they're giving us. We kind of want to take advantage of that, and we're just attacking the O-line in any way possible, and some games work out a lot different than others, and when you got pass rushers like the guys we have on this team, we have a trust, and it's a feel for the game, and allows us to play fast and take advantage of what they give us.
Fantastic. Merry Christmas to you and your family, and we'll see you out there at the facility next week. And you got Green Bay next, two to go, 13-2, 8 wins in a row. Congratulations.
Thank you. Merry Christmas to you as well.
Merry Christmas, brother. That's Andrew Van Ginkel, who had a couple of sacks today. Oh, I gotta sneak in here real quick if you don't mind, because Shaq Griffin. Hey, Stephon, welcome back.
How you doing? Appreciate you.
Excellent, wonderful single coverage on DK Metcalf late on that play that you knocked away. That was beautiful. But Shaq Griffin came into the NFL from Central Florida in 2017. Played his first 4 years here. All right, so you've been away for a little bit, but it's I would imagine it's always special when you come back to the place. No hard feelings. They gave you a chance, drafted you like third round or something. How'd that feel for you today?
Man, it felt good. Man, I got a chance to see a lot of old faces. Some guys that was there when I was around. Got a chance to hug those guys. After the game is over, it's always all love from those guys. But between the lines when there's game time, they knew exactly what it was. But man, it felt good being back, getting a chance to get that W here back in my old home. So man, now we just got to keep stacking over here.
I think last one here because everybody needs to get to the bus. But I think it was the first half, and man, I thought you had your third interception. I thought you had it down by like the 15. Was it a tricky ball to catch?
Yeah, I had it in my hands. I hit the ground a little harder than I expected. But Gilly said he going to take me on the jug machine this week, extra 15 minutes. So we're going to work on that, make sure it won't happen again.
You're awesome. Thank you, Shaq. Merry Christmas, all right?
Sir, Merry Christmas. You too.
Merry Christmas, Stephon Gilmore. Merry Christmas, you and your family, all right?
You too, bro.
I appreciate you. Great having you back. And let's finish it with one of our very favorites, Byron Murphy Jr., scrappy game today, man. I mean, holy cow. You and the second-year guy from Ohio State, Jackson Smith and Jigba, I mean, it took like 3 seconds for you guys to nearly get into a legitimate fight. It was scrappy, wasn't it?
Sir, definitely was a battle today. Obviously, coming in this game, knowing he, respect him. He was a good receiver. Knowing it was going to be a battle, like I said. But like I said, I had to, come out on top. And obviously, when the man calls was called, make sure I locked him up. But obviously, he did a good job as well. Got to give him his credit. But we got the dub today.
13-2, 8 consecutive wins. The head coach is 25-9 through his first nearly 3 years coaching in one-score games. That's already top 3 in the history of the NFL. Defensively, what are some things that keep you guys so chill and so poised in these one-score games when the situation's tight?
When we know we got an offense like that, we got a whole bunch of playmakers that we know could go make plays. We really ain't got no stress behind it. Definitely, obviously, Coach K.O. does a great job, obviously calling the offense, and then obviously Sam just doing phenomenal, putting the ball in the money, and then obviously you got Jets who could just take over the game whenever he wants. So just when we're on the bench, we in these moments, we just know our offense is going to come through for us, and then we obviously got to go get a stop to win the game.
Just chatted with Andrew Van Ginkel. When you guys watch games back, what do you think of how he plays?
He's just a monster. Gink's always all over the field making tackles. He's dropping in coverage. He's just a great defensive guy on our team that just helps us a lot with everything. And obviously he's a playmaker, a leader on this team. And he just always gets us going, bringing that energy. And we always just talk stuff to him, but we know he's gonna go make a play.
Hey, Byron, Merry Christmas to you and your family. God bless you, man. It's a blessing having you on this team, and appreciate you always stopping to chat. All right,
yes, sir. Merry Christmas to you as well.
Thank you, Byron Murphy Jr. All right, let's. We're going to finish this thing right here. Okay, hi Brian. Merry Christmas, Theo. Game-winning interception. I mean, that's terrific. Congratulations. What'd you think of the game overall?
I think it's just a testament to this team of how we work. Close games, we can all come together and lock in on the small details that we needed to correct from the first half and come out and get a big win.
Yeah, that was great for you and Bobby McCain today. I mean, too bad for Harrison. He plays all the games. He missed today. So, Bobby's playing a ton. You're out there. You won the game with an interception. So, during the course of the week, because Harrison will miss a practice here and there because of rest. So, when that happens, do you, get first team reps so that you obviously know what's coming, right?
Yep. Yeah. So if Harry's down, I go in and get the reps. I mean, I like that. I mean, I don't like when he misses because I want him to, still get his reps. But when he has to miss, I'll go in and get the reps so I know what to do, and then we can all be on the same page.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas, Theo.
Christmas you too.
Theo Jackson with a quick, I can't end this right now without asking Joshua Metellus. And I said, Joshua, about one thing. I mean,
we on first name basis, so you can call me Josh. The people, who don't know me, I would just prefer to be called Joshua. So if you want to call me Josh, you're good for that.
Well, I appreciate that, but Spearfish Sammy from Public Relations asked us to call you Joshua.
Thank you, Sammy.
I was a little concerned because the last time we had an early season name change, it was Xavier Rhodes from Xavier Rhodes, and 29's career went the wrong way. So I'm like, hopefully things work beautifully for 44, and they have. There's one thing I got to ask you about. I can't remember when it was. Feels like the third quarter. When you truck that right guard, I mean, holy cow! Here now, it's not the first time you've threatened the A gap or you've come blitzing, between the guard and the center. I mean, that rookie in his fourth start, holy cow! You trucked him. Did you? Of course, you didn't catch him in a bad spot. It was all power, right?
Yeah. What they don't know, I lift a lot in the off season. I'm a very strong individual. I might be short and smaller than most guys, but very strong individual.
You're fantastic. Merry Christmas to you and your family. God bless you. And as always, thank you for the time.
Thank you. Thank you so much, man.
That was PA with multiple members of the Minnesota Vikings. A lot of excitement in Seattle yesterday as part of the 27-24 victory. Vikings 8 straight. Vikings 13-2. Vikings can win out and get the 1 seed. That's pretty sweet. 2 very short segments left to go, 9 to noon. Stick with it.
Truncated segment, 9 to noon. Good morning. Paul Allen with Nordo, the master mixer of the montage. Anybody follow the college football bowl situation where they had all those teams and everything? And, like Ohio State got a chance to host a game and so on. Man, those, I thought it was a really, really cool idea. And maybe as it moves forward, it will even out a little bit. But the teams that were playing at home, holy cow, they just absolutely smacked like the Indianas and teams and Clemson and teams like that trying to get a chip chair and a chance. Now, when you get into the bowl portion of the equation where, I think it's Penn State and Boise State and, you got the big dogs playing here coming up soon. I think those games are going to be really good. And I'm Dan Patrick.
You're listening to The Fan.
Good times tomorrow from the Minnesota Vikings practice facility, TCOPC, we. 9 to noon with Kevin O'Connell tomorrow at 11 a.m. And also a Vikings Christmas, our 12 Days of Christmas annual song we put together. We will play that a couple of times tomorrow. So please listen to 9 to noon tomorrow and enjoy the program with Dan Cole, the Common Man, all wound up over that Lions victory over the Bears. I saw him in the hallway and got a free show. For Nordo, I'm Paul Allen. Thank you for listening to FM 100.3 KFAN.